And now let's take a look at Parliament list of business today. In Lok Sabha, that is lower house of the Parliament, Law and Justice Minister Arjun Ram Meghwal will move the Chief Election Commissioner and other election commissioners' appointment conditions of service and term of office Bill 2023 for consideration and passing. Besides, Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Singh Thakur will move the Press and Registration of Periodicals Bill 2023 for consideration and passing. The bill provides for easing the process of registration of newspapers, journals and books. Rajya Sabha, that is upper house of Parliament, has already passed these two bills. In Rajya Sabha, however, Home Minister Amit Shah will move the 3 revised criminal laws for consideration and passing. These bills, the Bharatiya Nyaya Second Samhita 2023, the Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Second Sanhita 2023 and the Bharatiya Sakhya Second Bill 2023 were passed by Lok Sabha on December 20, 2023. The 3 bills replace the Indian Penal Code of 1860, Code of Criminal Procedure of 1973 and Indian Evidence Act of 1872. Besides, Telecom Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw will move the Telecommunications Bill 2023 for consideration and passing. The bill was passed by the lower house on Wednesday. In proceedings in upper house of the Parliament, the Home Minister will move the 3 revised criminal laws. Bill was passed by the lower house on Wednesday, and the bills would replace the British-era criminal laws IPC and CRPC. Also, the Telecom Minister will move the Telecommunications Bill 2023. Bill was passed by the lower house on Wednesday, and Home Minister will move the 3 revised criminal laws. Bill was also passed by the lower house on Wednesday. And for more, we have a correspondent, Vikas Sarthi, with us. Well, Vikas, all 3 crime bills and the telecommunication bills was passed on Lok Sabha yesterday, a landmark bill. Can you tell us the details and how does it affect the common man, most importantly?
Right, Lepakshi. So all these 4 bills, interestingly, are pre-independence era and colonial and were made during colonial rule. So the 3 bills which were passed yesterday by the Lok Sabha are related to our criminal justice system. You just mentioned Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita and Bharatiya Sakhya Bill 2023. These 3 bills will replace our existing Indian Penal Code, CRPC Criminal Procedure Code and Indian Evidence Act. There have been several changes brought through these 3 particular bills. In fact, for the first time, the act of terrorism has been defined and it has been included in our main criminal code. Other than that, some other issues were pending before the standing committee, and there have been some demand that mob lynching and organized crime must be brought in our main criminal code as crimes. Earlier also, Lepakshi, these crimes, whether it is terrorism, whether it is organized crime or mob lynching, these were not clearly mentioned in Indian Penal Code. And for terrorism and organized crime, other bills were taken into, other laws were taken into consideration, like we had UAPA and MACOCA, Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act. So these were other bills which used to be address these issues, but now terrorism, organized crime, and all these offences and crimes have been included in our main code. As far as the CRPC is concerned, now it has been given that courts must follow a proper timeline, that cases should not be adjourned unnecessarily. In fact, the new Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita states that once the arguments are completed by both sides, the court must pronounce order within 30 days, and after pronouncement within 7 days, these orders or judgments must be uploaded in the website also. So a digital copy of judgment and orders must also be available to petitioners and respondents, so that they will be able to appeal those orders. Apart from it, in the Indian Evidence Act, drastic changes have been made. Now, digital evidence will be admissible in the court. A petitioner or the respondent can give his documents, his petitions, his applications in pen drive to the court as well as to the corresponding parties. So drastic changes have been made to make sure that people will have people will have justice in time. There should not be any kind of adjournments unnecessarily, and the lower courts, particularly trial courts, must follow a particular timeline to dispose of the cases, so that we have a huge burden of pending cases in court, so that can be reduced by following such timelines.
Also, what is lined up for today, as Lok Sabha was adjourned till 11 a.m. Today, and Rajya Sabha was also adjourned yesterday?
Right, Lepakshi. So these three bills related to our criminal justice system, now these will be taken up by the upper house, the Rajya Sabha today, and another bill, Telecommunications Bill, which was also passed yesterday, it will also be taken up for the discussion. In Telecommunications Bill, provisions have been made that that the identity of customer must be ensured, so that any kind of we have seen cyber fraud with consumers. These issues can be addressed. Apart from it, government has also brought a proper guideline for allocation of a spectrum, that in which cases there should be an auction for spectrum, and what are the areas where government as on administrative side will allocate spectrum to the particular organization, whether VSNL and other government entities. So proper guidelines have been made. It has been ensured that our telecom companies must follow best practices to protect identity of customers, and there should not be any kind of cyber security related issue. All these things have been ensured in Telecommunications Bill.
All right, Vikas, thank you for that update from there.